I, folks, don't ask me what time it is. I do not know. I do not care. I only care about my Father's time, my Father is God. I am the unknown prophet of God. Remember that I saw this blood moon in Holland. Super beautiful, big, very visible blood moon. Well, that's what people call it. It's not what I saw. I saw something else. Because for me, red is red. And blood is red. Not orange, and not any other color. I did not see it, so but it was something beautiful. You know, many people did put it on camera and all that kind of thing, but not like I saw it. No one will see it like I see it. No one in this world. I saw it on a very different way, because I do walk with God. You know, God gives me keys, and the keys will unlock what is locked up. Like the knowledge I do have, and the things I talk about. What will I be without God? What will I know without God? What will I do without God? Where will I walk without God? What did happen with me if God did not come to me? I can tell you, folks, for me, there was no way to live anymore. I was alone, and I'm still alone, but now I do walk with God, so I don't feel alone anymore. I'm filled up every day. My mind, my body, my ears, my eyes. I see everything, I hear everything, I know everything before you know it. I want to talk about this blood moon. There's another one coming in one day. These are bad signs. Like diseases. And the winter will become real. And the storms will be bigger. And the water will drown you. And the diseases will make you sick. And slowly you will die. but for sure you die. So I saw this super blood moon in Holland a few months ago. And it was the most beautiful thing I ever saw for the first time in my life. And I saw it up close, folks. I did need nothing. It was like I was so close that I almost could touch it. It was this big and it was very beautiful. But in the middle I saw something black. And I told you folks, if I see this in Holland, then Holland will be next. It doesn't matter with what. But it got everything to do with the weather. It got everything to do with boats and trains. Airplanes. The bus you take. The trouble you make if you go outside and demonstrate. I did one many times for this kind of thing. But who will listen to a child of God? A real one? No one. Well, we know from a long time ago, a child of God will not live long, because it's the most beautiful, perfect human being, whatever will exist, must die in the eyes of the bad people. Everything will change, but it will change in a bad way. For example, this house, they did give me new windows. I did not want it. But I'm standing and they do what they want. For this is not my house. I get it for rent. I did not pay it myself. So they give me windows. Windows who go open from the outside in. Not from the inside out, like a normal window go open. No, this time it must be different. It must go open from the outside in. It means I could throw away all the things what was hanging there, and I need to buy everything new and try to find a way so that my window can go open from the outside in. So you see, folks, everything what people do, they think they do it good. But I'm telling you right now, it's wrong. And it never had to happen. If this house was mine, if I did pay for it, but I only pay the rent, so they can do with your house whatever they like. Now I like to talk about another house. I am the house of God, and God lives in my house. And I do love the house of God, so I do live in God's house. When I go to the fridge and take an ice cream, my father don't have to tell me, you may go and take an ice cream. I know the way, and I know my father, and I know what he thinks. And that's the same with me. My father can take from me whatever he wants, for I know I can take from my father what I want. To live with God, you need to understand, nothing will change. It always stays the same. It stays like it has to be. When you make it once, it stays forever. When you try to make something else out of it, you're gonna destroy it. And you will not be happy. That's why I talk about this house and what did happen in this house with my windows. They changed it, and they changed it in a bad way. So that I will get trouble to open my window. I need to change things. I need to pay things. Because the old stuff what was hanging there will not hang there ever anymore. This is what you never will see in God's house. And you never will see in my house. For my house is perfect, with good windows. They go open in the way it has to go open. And it also closes in that way. But they changed everything. Long time ago, the milk changed. And I really did love the milk I did drink when I was a little boy. And also the food I did eat. I did eat much more. And I did drink much more. Because I could not stop eating and drinking. But everything changed. And in a bad way. You don't know what you eat those days. It can be poisoned. With chemtrail stuff. They're doing it everywhere. So, people start to destroy this world. And they do it in any way. But they think that all will be better. But I'm telling you folks, first, it will be the most worst thing you ever saw. Before it comes better. Now listen to me. I speak exactly the way it is. It is the way I see it. It's the way I know it. My question is, what will I be without my Father who is God? There was a terror attack in Holland. It's the first terror attack. A Turkish guy did kill for Allah. It's his God. And you people from Holland thought you saw everything. But I did warn you already for the things to come. There will come more of this kind of terror attacks. Airplanes that fall out of the air and you don't know even why. How it did happen. Because they will tell you nothing. The weather, who it will change and who is behind it, no one ever will know. Only when they tell you. Demonstrations and how many people will die. Football stadiums. Playing games. The music industry, the business industry. The witches and the warlocks. The snakes and the bloodsuckers. We're gonna live in very dark times. It's called New Age. Now I warn you for this New Age. Don't walk as the new one. The way you live will end on that moment. Remind yourself the old times. Go with the old times. It's better. In that days, I was born, and I saw it was better than the way I see it now. It's worse. And it will come up strong to you all. It's a warning in what I see and what I saw, what I know, what I hear, what I feel, and what I say. It's the way it is. And you will be sorry that you did live on this planet. For sorry will be in you and not in me. I do not know sorry if I don't have to say it. God told me. He brought angels to me. And the angels did say, keep up the good work. And they did go away. My father was watching. I saw his eyes. And his eyes did look in satisfaction. When his angels did come to me and told me, keep up the good work, I saw the smiling eyes of my father. The story is about me. And what will I be if God did not touch me?